Hi guys, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Just kidding. Maybe today I can actually get the shit to work. Streamed it the other day. I didn't turn on the fucking preamp to the microphone, so I did 2 hours talking to nobody. Had to go and delete it. 2 days ago, streaming this mediocre Indiana Jones game. And I started off the stream on the web browser and I didn't change the scene to the video game. So I streamed for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, playing the game and talking to people, and they couldn't even see the game. So today, I'm not just going to get on here and rant and bitch about the news. We're just going to jump into this mediocre, maybe not even mediocre, just overrated game of this Indiana Jones. And I guess I'm comparing it to like Resident Evil games where like the puzzles were better. I played that game Myst back in the day. The puzzles were top shelf on that. I mean, the most recent puzzle that we're on, you pour some wine down. It looks like a sink drain, right? It looks like a modern day sink drain that was supposedly thousands of years old. I guess that's a problem I have with it. Good buddy of mine, Mama. What's up, Mama? Mama doesn't like me bitching about all my gear, so I guess we're not going to bitch about the gear today. Shout out to her. We didn't get any snow last night. We were supposed to get snow. Just a giant scare tactic. Oh, the ice storm is coming. The ice storm is coming. Nothing. Oh, snow is coming. Snow is coming. Nothing. My ADD's kicking in sharp here, though. But back to this Indiana Jones. And my buddy Mama that I'm talking about, he had a great point that this Indiana Jones game is one of those games where they want you to play it and really look forward to the cutscenes. So I guess I'm going to date myself here. I guess it's like the original Ninja Gaiden that was on the Nintendo. Like the OG. That's how old I am. And the great thing about the Ninja Gaiden games was you play a level and you like couldn't wait to see the cutscene. Like Ryu Hayabusa and the dark statue and the light statue and the Sword of the Dragon. I almost called it the Shinobi Sword. I don't think that's what it was called. But anyways, back to this Indiana Jones game. The voice acting's great. The sets are pretty great. Combat with the villains is kind of thin. Puzzles or whatever. My dumbass. I'm kind of glad. I'm kind of glad the stream wasn't working because I look like a complete dipshit without not being able to figure this puzzle out. I just got up too, by the way, so my brain's real foggy. It's like the first day I have to like do like literally jack shit. I know a lot of my friends out there are like, what the fuck do you do? They're like, but there's some things in my life that I'm going on that I've got to work on. And there's some things I'm like balls in motion that I'm like working on. But today's like the first day that I don't have to do jack shit. I thought to myself, because this damn Game Pass, my Game Pass renews tonight, where they just jacked it up to $30. Give me a break. I don't mind paying $20 a month, and it just kind of hovers there and I don't use it. But $30 a month to have it just hovering there and I don't use it, the hell out of here. And I guess we'll wind down with this a little bit. No one watches this. I had a falling out with my friend Firekiller. We played Call of Duty with, and it's going to sound really immature. It's going to sound like some real high school shit, so I'm only going to give it about 60 seconds. That dude has been alienated from everybody else in our little group, and I was like the last friend standing, but he thought that the champ was too negative and too doom and gloom every day. I guess his little feelings got hurt. You can't hurt people's feelings these days because they're so sensitive, but he could call you an idiot and a moron and talk about certain sizes of things that his wife likes, but then I talked that way, I got labeled as weird or bizarre or grumpy. And it's one of those perpetual victim mentalities. I can say it, I can do it, but oh no, why would you say that about me? Like, oh, why? What? Why? Just a sensitive bitch, dude. It's like when you run into people like that in life and they show their true colors, and sometimes you fight with people, but deleting everyone off social media and stuff. Fuck you. Fine. Sail the fuck on, dude. Don't need your two-way street ass. I can call you an idiot, but you can't call me that. You can't say that to me. All right. Back to Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I don't even know what the Great Circle is. I know what the Ark of the Covenant is. I know what the Cup of Christ is. Temple of Doom, Dial of Destiny. I think I haven't seen that piece of shit, but I'm pretty sure they probably tell you what the Dial of Destiny is right out the gate. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. What is the Great Circle? I'm like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours into this game. I can't tell you what the Great Circle is. Is it some kind of big reveal? Like I want a little more hand holding, I guess. The movies kind of hold your hand. You got to know what the MacGuffin is. I have no idea what the Great Circle is. That said, I do think the voice acting is top shelf. The cutscenes are pretty good. Going down in these catacomb dungeons is pretty good. Puzzles are pretty thin. Combat is really thin. All right, I got to do it. I got to make sure the stream is actually working. So you're going to have to bear with me 1 second. Looks like it's working there. Let's scroll down here to these audio levels. Looks like they're working. Let's come on here and see it. Uh-oh. Oh, here I am. Oh, it works. For the love of God, it works. The audio's still not quite where I want it to be, but whatever. The fact that the shit's even in this state. All right, Mama, just for you. I know you hate Indiana Jones. I secretly hate it too, but it's just not our game. And after I play this a little bit and uninstall it off my machine, I'm going to get the infamous Arc Raiders that everyone just... And you know what? Back to Arc Raiders real quick. I thought it looked okay, right? But my buddy Mama, Dan, I kind of gave him the platform. It's like, all right, it's going to... Whatever he says goes. And he played the game, and he was like, yeah, I'm not feeling it. It's not that good, blah, kind of boring, blah, 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 blah. And... So I was like, all right, I'm not going to get it. And then we kept playing Battlefield. And what happened? Battlefield got kind of boring, right? So Mama jumped over to Arc Raiders, and he absolutely loves it. And I know all these other streamers keep playing it. It looks fun. It does look fun. It looks like a Gears of War. They got the proximity chat, so you can sit there and talk all that shit, which I love to do. I mean, it's almost like a cardinal sin that I haven't downloaded this game and started playing it. But, like I said, I'm doing this as a hobby. I got all this gear. It is fun to get on here and bitch about things and jump into the games and look into the camera. It is fun. Not talking about the news today. The Jeffrey Epstein thing has been like a giant nothing burger. It's like, okay, Bill Gates got some Russian prostitutes. We already knew he was on the Epstein list, right? They say Elon Musk is on it, but in like what aspect is he on it? Did he go to the island? Did he not go to the island? As bad as this sounds, all these people are going to be guilty by association. So do I think Elon Musk went down there and slept with underage chicks? I would highly doubt it. I mean, he's like the richest man in the world. I don't think he needs to go and like be put in maybe those type of situations, but I don't know. But the people where they've got like the pictures and Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So everyone's just guilty by association. Yeah, it's a bad look. And it's a bad look. The owner of the New York Giants was getting facilitated with some of that sweet, sweet nectar that all men love. But you know what? I've been there. I've dated so many chicks. I'm older now, and it's not worth it. The constant babysitting of a relationship from both parties, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it to me. The nagging, the bitching. I mean, they are just up your fucking ass. And any of my buddies that are married out there that want to come at me and say that your wife's not up your ass, you can fucking fly a kite. Because I've seen it. You might not think they are. And it all comes down to, can you be with the chick that is up your ass? So, that said, let's jump into this. So I'll have to catch everybody up since you couldn't see what I was doing. You go to the Vatican and the Sistine Chapel in the Vatican City, and you had to take some pictures of some things, and you got to get down into these catacombs. So now I'm in my first, real puzzle. Jesus Christ, there's a painting of Jesus Christ on the wall. And you pour this wine down these drains and you get these certain numbers, and you gotta move these levers with the numbers that are, you'll see. Can I not just hit the button? I mean, do I gotta watch all this? All right, we're down in these catacombs. I guess I'm still inside the costume, the priest costume, or the consulate's costume. All right, we're gonna do the whole puzzle over. Is this too loud? All right, I gotta do this all over again.
Let's get this out of the way.
Holy chalice.
He took a cup and gave thanks. He gave to them, saying, "Drink ye all of it."
Drink ye all of it. See, I was a little inebriated, I guess, last time I played this. I can admit that. That coffee tastes like shit. All I wanted tonight was to wake up to snow, and there's no snow. I haven't seen snow in ages. Speaking of chicks, I don't know why this just came to my mind. It's down here. I think this was 2010. Good girlfriend, a girl I used to date. We hung out, and she goes, had a great evening, hooked up all night, hooked up into the next day, and she's like, "Snow's coming, Gav. You should just stay down here and get snowed in with me." I was like, "No, I'm gonna run home to my parents' house. I'm gonna get some things, and then I'll come back down." I was like, "I'll come back down later tonight. I'll come back down tomorrow." Slightly hungover, ended up taking a nap. I was visiting from Los Angeles, so I was using my parents' car, and the ice hit. My parents were like, "You're not taking our fucking car." In the ice. Could have gone down and gotten snowed in with her for 3 or 4 days. But Captain Dipshit had to come home. Had to come home and mess around with some shit. All right.
Well, right into that one. And he gave to the disciples and said, "Take, eat. This is my body."
I love the music. See, the music's great. See, that wash pan with the little holes in it looks like what I piss down the drain into every morning.
connection to the line.
I mean,
Longinus, sword to pierce the side of Jesus with a holy lance.
this is kind of cool, right? Oh, and Mama, if you're watching this, you're gonna teach me how to play that Arc Raiders. You're gonna hold my hand. I thought I already did this. Do I have mad cow disease? Did I not remove that? I can actually see the chat. Is the game any good? That's a great question. Yes and no. I was just telling everybody this. The game is, I don't know. I guess you'll just have to watch it. The voice acting's amazing. The graphics are pretty great. The combat with the enemies is really lackluster. Very, very mediocre. But my buddy was telling me the thing about this game is you're kind of playing it to get to the cutscenes. So I guess you could almost like watch all the cutscenes like back to back to back, and it would tell this like good Indiana Jones story with sprinkles of like video game elements in it. Arc Raiders is a good time. That's what I've heard. All right, Miss Vendetta here. Arc Raiders is a good time. Why isn't it a great time? Why are people just like completely like just raving about Arc Raiders? Like, this game's the fucking shit, man. Oh, you gotta play Arc Raiders. Oh yeah. It just, I haven't heard anybody say that. I hear everyone say it's an extraction shooter. I haven't heard anybody just rave about the shit. But I'm all about a good time. And back to this. I love talking to people doing this. I'm a very social person, and I love talking shit. And that Arc Raiders game looks like it is prime for, like, having a good time like this. All right, prime example here, Miss Vendetta. This game, this mausoleum that we're in right here is supposed to be, like, thousands of years old. But this basin right here looks just like a modern-day sink to me. Oh, is this a number 2? Oh, that just opens these guys.
Poured out for many unto remission of sins.
Solve the Sacred Wounds puzzle and the camera for hints. All right.
They saw Jesus approaching the boat walking on the sea, and they were terrified.
So, prime example here. I guess Indy's using this camera to, like, solve the puzzle, but he can't develop the film. So is he just taking these pictures for his buddy that he's going to bring him back to, or by taking the picture, he really analyzes the scene so he can... I don't know. This is also the first time I'm, like, playing the game completely sober, like not inebriated with anything. Oh yeah, Resident Evil 9. Now that game looks awesome. I can't wait. 7 was 4. The 4 remake was amazing. The 2 remake was amazing. The 3 remake was okay. Everyone shits on it. Resident Evil 7 was amazing, or the first 3/4 of that game was absolutely awesome, but it was too scary. It was too scary, and some of the consumers bitched about it being too scary. So Resident Evil 8 Village, they toned down the scares and they made it like PG-13. Unbelievable. This is why we can't have nice things. But Resident Evil 9, it's got the director from 7, and it looks incredible. Yeah, there isn't enough patina. There's no patina on that metal. That's funny. That is funny.
She anointed the
All right, if you're watching, maybe you can help me with the puzzle because I couldn't solve it the other day. I couldn't solve the puzzle. It also depends on my mood, too. Like, I slept great last night. It's chilly outside. It's like some snow flurries. This is when I love sitting on my ass inside and playing video games. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to do anything. My phone is off. I'm detached from the outside world on every angle. Let me pay attention. Yeah, all right. So here we go. Like, see, this looks cool. I mean, it's short-lived, but it looks... All right, so if you're watching, you have to... I guess that just unlocked the puzzle, right? So we got to come over here. So this basin right here has the number 2. And it has the cup of Christ here. All right, I didn't pay attention to this the first time. All right, so number 2... Cup of Christ. And you know, oh, here's another thing. So, first time I heard Smells Like Teen Spirit, like one of the greatest rock songs of all time, I didn't like it. And then I found myself singing it in homeroom, and I was like, wait a minute, I gotta go check this out again. Maybe I am missing something here. And then the gears hit. I was like, this is incredible. All right. It's kind of cool. So we've got the bread. Okay, now this is going to be really simple, I think. So we got 2 in the bread. I was just keying these things in. So he's holding the bread. The bread is 2. It's over on this one. See, like that looks cool. Right? I don't know what this is. This is the spear. He said it was a spear, right? So this is... Wait, have I not done this one yet? The never-ending bottle of wine, right? Oh, yeah, so the wine is blessed. So since it's blessed, it's officially the blood of Christ. So I guess that's kind of cool. All right. 2 and the cup. Well, a lot of good that fucking does me because they're not here. All right, so let's play it this way. I think if you're looking out this way, it's going to go clockwise. So this would be 2, right?
Let's see what this does.
That would be my mom's favorite bottle. Yeah, mine too. All right, so we got 2. I used to drink all the time. I miss it. Apparently, this happened to my grandfather. He was a super hothead, which I'm a little bit of a hothead. And one day, he just started getting these mind-splitting headaches, drinking booze. It's kind of happened to me. I can have 1 or 2, and then it just flatlines me. All right, so this is a number 2, too, right? So let's come over here. All right, so 2, 2, what was this one? 4? 3. Unbelievable. That's why I sucked at school. I can't remember shit. I mean, I just saw that. I can't remember it. And then what was this one? 3, right? 3. And then the final one was 4. I do love a good bottle of wine, though. Cabernet. I like Cabernets. They're thicker. They're drier. All right. Will it work? Let's see. course not. It's the same shit that happened the other night.
This is it. Jesus on the cross. 5 sacred wounds.
Yeah, Indy. I mean, all right, so I suck at these like puzzle games and I can't figure this shit out somehow. Isn't the torso 3 and the hand 2? Isn't the torso 3 and the hand 2? Why would the torso be 3? How did you get that? Am I missing something? All right, how'd you come up with that? I'm not saying you're wrong. Okay, so... the torso is 3 and the hand is 2. Then what would the feet be? Oh, I see what you're saying. The hands are the 2. All right, look at the big brains on Vendetta here. Then what are his feet? Oh, I see. I got it. Starting to make sense now. So these are going to be the same. Torso's going to be 3. The hands 2. Then what are the feet? Feet got to be 3, right? Oh, but wait a minute. Well, whatever. Shit worked. I thought the other one was on. Hey, hey! Let's go, baby!
Oh, Lord, show us the way.
Alright, that was fun. That was actually kind of cool. Oh, where's my... what happened to my candle? Oh, I said that last time. I love how the game just automatically puts the torch down into the thing. Oh my god, I'm starting to sound like my poor mom. The thing! It starts putting it into the thing. My poor mom talks to me all the time. She's going through some health stuff. She's like, it's the thing! It's the thing! Like, what are you talking about, Mom? I don't know what the thing is. It's the ignition! Like, see? Alright. I know I sound like a curmudgeon on a lot of stuff. This actually looks really cool. I'm a complete stickler for going down into the ruins and stuff. One of them was the circle on his hand, and it was 2. Good job, thanks. All right. What was I saying? Completely forgot what I was saying. Speaking of Resident Evil, despite that Resident Evil, despite Resident Evil 8 being a huge pile of shit, not a huge pile of shit, just not that good. It did have the best castle entrance and stuff I've ever seen in a game. All right, so I know the goal is that way, but what's this way? Of course, a dead end. That was one thing I loved about Oblivion. Okay. Was that the dungeons and stuff, you could get lost in them a little bit. I'm going to completely contradict myself here. The dungeons in Oblivion were not as linear as this, but I felt like the dungeons in Oblivion, I would rather have gotten, like, lost in some of those dungeons. Like, they really geared you down like a one-lane street, pretty much.
Oh, this should burn down easily.
Oh, that's cool. All right, so there's 2. You don't sound like a curmudgeon. It is valid to be critical of these games. Thanks. Appreciate that. Yeah, right? So, like, if I paid full price for this game, like $60, $65, I'd be a little disappointed. But since I have it on Game Pass,
This place must be thousands of years old. Likely an ancient Roman burial ground.
see, like I wouldn't have had that key light up right away. I would like make the gamer try to like look for it. And then if they can't find it after a certain amount of time, I'd have it like light up, be like, here you go.
I'll take that.
It's about to use a bad word. I'm trying to like dial my vulgarity in too. Even though they say it's a sign of intelligence when you're vulgar. All right, see, this is cool, right? Do you light all these? Okay, it looks like you would crank that. You know what? I've never been one of those guys that, like, you've earned rewards and points, cash them in. That's never, triggered my... whatever that would trigger. Stimulate my brain to be like, yes, I gotta cash that in. Hey, man, that was one of my issues with Dragon Age Veilguard. They made it so painfully easy with the puzzles. Yeah, right? Felt like they were catering to the leftists instead of gamers. I knew I liked this chick, dude. You know, people that can't do, 2 + 2. Or like, here's the one, I'm really gonna stump you on this. What is a woman? And can men get pregnant? Actually got into it, like one of my good friends, she's a flaming liberal, and we got into it last night, and she was just like, I don't think we can be friends. All right. Oh, shit. Dude, I almost walked down into that. Oh, shit. All right, that was the first time you have to, like, manually hop off with the whip. Yeah, that's another thing. So, Vendetta, I'm assuming you've seen Raiders of the Lost Ark, right? So, everyone's seen the giant boulder in Raiders of the Lost Ark roll behind Indy, right? So, in the beginning of this game, the boulder's, like, chasing behind you, and I thought it was just a complete missed opportunity. You already have the rights to the game. Make, like, multiple boulders chase you, and you have to, like, whip across other ravines to get away from all these other boulders. It's like, you have the access to the game in the movie. It's like, just step it up, because everyone's seen the movie, everyone's seen the ball chase him. Just add to it. Hey, now, we have a Supreme Court justice that doesn't know what a woman is even. Yeah, that, Amen, she's one. What is her name? Jackson? Keontae Brown? Why does this thing click so fast? What happened to my torch? Damn, where have you been my other streams when I'm just completely ripping on these clowns? All right. Whoa. What? All right, this is kind of cool. I mean, I guess a little bit of suspension of disbelief. The game did that. That's a good point. The game made me drop the torch down into the hole to pull out my whip. You can't pull out the whip and have the torch. Like, see, that would have been cool. Like, say you have the torch in your left hand and the whip in the right. See? It's got some great Indiana Jones music, and it's got the feel of Indiana Jones. Like, listen to that music's great. Like, this is cool. Yeah, I am blaming the game. I do that a lot in life. It's always everyone else's fault but mine. The game is cool. I mean, it's just you'll see when I get to the combat. But now, hold on. This is about 2 hours into the game, so maybe it's like starting to open up a little bit. But I still couldn't tell you what I'm hunting. I don't know what this.
Magnificent.
Thanks, Indy.
What is this place?
Okay.
This angle's no good.
Tomb of the Warrior Giant. All right, so this is kind of cool. So this little insignia right here, that's what you get in the beginning of the game, and you fight that giant guy. So I bet the giant maybe ends up being a good guy. All right, so what are we going to do here? See, this is cool. This looks like The Last Crusade. Vendetta, are you a Indiana Jones fan? And if you are, list your favorite movies in unison. Raiders, Last Crusade, Temple of Doom, Dial of Destiny, or The Crystal Skull. I've not seen The Crystal Skull. I have not seen The Dial of Destiny. I loved Raiders of the Lost Ark. I loved The Last Crusade. I thought Temple of Doom was a pile of shit. And Spielberg is even on record not liking Temple of Doom. All right, so... What if your hand...
Check the other side.
What if your hand got stuck in something like that? How brutal would that be? Saw the craziest thing, random ADD shit here, but I was watching this YouTube video where this like snail creature at the bottom of the ocean like secreted like a sugar, and the fish would come in and start eating the whatever the thing was lactating, and it would just sit there and eat, and the shell creature just put this membrane completely around the fish, and by the time the fish was completely covered and was like, "Oh shit, I'm trapped in this thing," it got snared in the urchin's like membrane thing, and it didn't. The urchin didn't have teeth, so the fish was like slowly dissolved. Could you imagine? Be the same as getting trapped in a Venus flytrap. Just brutal ways to die. Favorite is Raiders, yes. Last Crusade. Oh, Temple of the Crystal. Oh, Raiders, agreed. Last Crusade, yep. Temple, I'd have to say that. Crystal Skull. I'm seeing the Dial of Destiny. Yeah. Oh, you don't want to go and see the Dial of Destiny by the woke DEI hire? Why am I drawing a blank on that girl's name? Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Yeah, I saw bits of it. I thought the de-aging. I've seen better YouTube videos with de-aging. Like, I saw somebody go in and de-age Mark Hamill from The Mandalorian with their own, like, home tools. That was better than the Disney.
Let me see here.
A stone shield attached to the wall next to a warrior's tomb. All right, if you're watching, help me out here. Where do we go here? All right. What does the picture do? Haven't already done this?
That's not a good angle.
Oh, here we go.
Too heavy. Maybe there's another way to open it.
Search the tomb. All right. I honestly hate everything Disney does lately, and I used to love Disney. Me too. We'll go with this favorite Disney movie. Aladdin, Mermaid, Lion King, Sword in the Stone. Am I missing one? God, Aladdin was great. Yeah, they just lost. Am I missing some? Disney just lost the magic. This, whatever. All right. So I'm starting to get frustrated. This is my problem with some of these games. I just want to solve the puzzle and go, go, go. Solve the puzzle and go, go, go. And I guess I'll hand the game a little bit of an olive branch here. It's not, some of these puzzles, it doesn't just hold your hand. Like this puzzle right here is not going to hold my hand. But what would you do with the shield? It always happens. I'm starting to get motion sick. Oh yeah, Beauty and the Beast was great. I wasn't a huge fan of the earliest ones, though. I'm not a Bambi fan. I'm not a Cinderella fan. They're just kind of boring. Sleeping Beauty was okay. I liked the more, like I said, I liked Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast. Little Mermaid was great with the crab. I guess that's kind of it for me. Go in here. All right, so the shield was on one side. Oh yeah, if I had a gripe about the game, the user interface isn't that good. Like, okay. All right, I guess the game kind of does hold your hand a little bit, so I'm... Whatever I have to do is... What the hell am I supposed to be taking a picture of here, man? All right, a better view. How the hell do I get up there? For early Disney, I think Sleeping Beauty is cool. And at least you get a dragon. That's the best part. You know what? That's the best part of the movie is when he fights the dragon. And it's like, you know, oh, Pinocchio. I cried. My mom brought me to see Pinocchio in the theater, and I was like, I don't want to go. I was a kid, and I was like, I don't want to see. God, this is really dating how old I am. But I was like, I didn't want to go and see Pinocchio in the theater because I saw the whale in the TV ad. And I was scared just by the TV ad. And I was like, I don't want to see that movie. And my mom lied to me. My mom goes, this is a different movie. This movie doesn't have the whale in it. It's like, okay. Sure enough, when that whale started coming after them, I was scared shitless, dude. I was like jumping up in the seats and putting my head down. Whatever. What other movies scared the shit out of me? Aliens, when the chest burster burst out of that chick on the wall. Scared the shit out of me. First Ghostbusters, believe it or not, scared me in a really fun way. Predator scared me. All right, dude. What? See, now I'm starting to get a little motion sickness. And with all the lights on and the Xbox going, it's starting to get hot in here. Pinocchio. Not in young as shit. Like it was like one of my earliest memories. color one. Ghetto, or whatever the hell it's. Hey Siri. Here did Pinocchio come out in the 80s? In 1940? What the hell am I smoking, dude? 1940? Well, obviously I didn't see it in 1940. Was it a re-release? You're telling me this one right here was made in 1940? That's incredible. Hey, Siri.